tests found concerning levels of cadmium or lead, two toxic heavy metals, in most of the dark chocolate bars we tested,
including kidney damage, hypertension, and reproductive issues. The risks are greater for kids.
For 23 of the bars, eating just an ounce a day would put an adult over a level that CR's experts and public health authorities say may be harmful.
Don't just assume organic is better either. CR's tests found that organic dark chocolate was just as likely to have concerning levels of heavy metals as other products.
In young children, the metals can cause developmental problems, affect brain development, and lead to lower IQ.
It's everywhere, on store shelves, in holiday gift boxes, in our pantries waiting for late-night cravings. But what if that silky smooth bar of sweetness was hiding something sinister? Behind the shiny wrappers and delicious branding, some chocolate brands have been linked to bacteria, toxic metals, and factory conditions that would make your stomach turn. These issues aren't just gross, they're dangerous. We're talking salmonella outbreaks, lead exposure, and even potential links to long-term health risks. Brace yourself, because here are 8 popular chocolate brands that have been caught in the crossfire of terrifying contamination scandals and disease-related recalls.
It's the holiday season, a great gift to give, of course, and receive: chocolate. You can't escape it. Why would you? It's delicious.
1. Hershey's, once a treat, now a warning sign. The Hershey Company is practically the face of American chocolate. But in recent years, their reputation has taken a serious hit. In multiple reports, Hershey's products were found to contain trace amounts of lead and cadmium, heavy metals that can accumulate in your body and damage your kidneys and brain over time. In fact, a 2022 study by Consumer Reports found that Hershey's Special Dark Chocolate had some of the highest levels of both toxic metals among 28 chocolate bars tested. For children and pregnant women, even small amounts can be dangerous. This isn't about overeating candy, it's about dangerous metals being present in any amount. 2. Lindt, luxury with a side of salmonella? Swiss brand Lindt is known for its smooth, high-end chocolate. But in 2023, Lindt issued a recall of certain products due to potential salmonella contamination, a bacterium that causes fever, vomiting, diarrhea, and in severe cases, even death. The contamination wasn't isolated to just one product, it was tied to a supply chain issue that affected multiple batches across Europe and North America. This raised serious questions about how even premium chocolate brands monitor their factories and ingredients. Your fancy truffles might come with more than just a creamy filling. 3. Cadbury, history of outbreaks. Cadbury has had its share of sweet moments and sour headlines. In 2006, Cadbury was at the center of a massive salmonella scare when it was revealed that millions of chocolate bars were potentially contaminated due to a leaking pipe at one of its UK factories. Even more shocking? The company waited 5 months to tell the public, resulting in over 40 people falling seriously ill. After a fine and public outrage, Cadbury promised tighter controls. But once trust is broken, it's hard to fully regain. 4. Godiva, too much heavy metal? Godiva markets itself as elegant and upscale. But independent lab tests have shown Godiva's signature dark chocolate also contains concerning levels of lead and cadmium. Exposure to these metals over time can lead to neurological problems, especially in children. The FDA doesn't currently regulate heavy metals in chocolate, meaning brands like Godiva aren't technically breaking any rules, but that doesn't make the danger any less real. This isn't about paranoia, it's about the cumulative effect of daily indulgence. 5. Ghirardelli, the American premium brand with a hidden risk. Ghirardelli's chocolate squares are a favorite among those who want something fancy without spending too much. But some of their dark chocolate products were flagged in the same Consumer Reports investigation for toxic metal content. Long-term exposure to cadmium has been linked to bone demineralization and kidney damage. And because dark chocolate tends to contain more cocoa, it often carries higher levels of these metals. That rich taste might come with a toxic twist. 6. Dove, a slippery slope for safety. Owned by Mars, Dove chocolate is known for its smooth texture and iconic foil messages. But behind the feel-good branding, Dove dark chocolate bars have tested high for cadmium and lead, sometimes exceeding California's maximum allowable dose levels. While 1 or 2 bars won't kill you, repeated exposure can cause metal buildup in your system, affecting everything from your immune system to your cognitive function. In other words, the real message inside that foil might be, proceed with caution. 7. Trader Joe's, cheap and dangerous? Trader Joe's has a cult following for affordable treats, but their dark chocolate 72% cacao bar was among the worst in terms of toxic metal content in recent tests. It's ironic that many health-conscious consumers reach for these bars thinking they're cleaner. But in truth, they may be getting a high dose of cadmium, a metal known to damage reproductive health and increase cancer risk. Eating healthy shouldn't come with a side of hidden poison. 8. Nestle, global giant, global problems. Nestle is one of the biggest food companies on the planet, but size doesn't guarantee safety. Over the years, Nestle has been involved in multiple scandals involving bacterial contamination in its chocolate and baby food products. In one notable case, Nestle Toll House cookie dough, which contains chocolate chips, was linked to E. coli contamination, causing serious illness across the U.S. Nestle's vast global supply chain makes quality control even harder. One slip-up in a distant factory can put millions at risk. So, what's really going on? You might be wondering, how is this even allowed? The truth is, many of these issues stem from poor factory conditions, contaminated water sources used in processing, outdated equipment, and a lack of strict regulation, especially in countries where raw cocoa is sourced. Plus, cocoa naturally absorbs heavy metals from the soil. If not properly monitored or filtered, those metals make their way into your favorite bar. And while U.S. laws don't currently limit lead or cadmium in chocolate, independent watchdogs are starting to shine a spotlight on these hidden threats. What you can do: limit dark chocolate intake, especially if you're pregnant or buying for kids.
In young children, the metals can cause developmental problems, affect brain development, and lead to lower IQ. For 23 of the bars, eating just an ounce a day would put an adult over a level that CR's experts and public health authorities say may be harmful.
Research brands that go through extra steps to test for contaminants. Stay updated on recalls from the FDA and international food agencies. Consider brands that use cocoa from regions with lower heavy metal content. Some parts of South America, for instance, have better soil conditions than parts of West Africa. Final bite. Chocolate is supposed to be a source of joy, not a silent health threat. But in today's world, even your favorite treat may come with a hidden cost. You don't have to swear off chocolate forever. Just be more conscious of where it comes from, what's in it, and how often you consume it. Because behind every sweet wrapper, there might be a bitter truth.